Whoa. Whoa. Hey. What the hell? That was actually really good. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Talkaround Show, episode 5. We've made it through 5 episodes.
That's Cinco de episodo.
That's more than I can count on one hand.
It is. It is.
Did you have an accident?
Wait a minute. We're not at 6 yet. Okay, anyway. Talkaround Show, episode 5. We're all here right now, sitting around the big round table. And first and foremost, big hats off to Randy pulling up at the last minute with some new sound equipment to make this happen.
You are welcome.
Randy's the man. He's got his big red box sitting on the table for everyone to see.
Who doesn't like a little box, you know?
Yeah.
Me. Big box.
I don't care for either.
This is true. He doesn't.
This is true, yes. So we're all sitting over here right now. Matthew's garage. Oh, no, wait. What do I want to call this? The bunker.
Close enough.
There you go.
Yes.
And that's as close as it's going to get.
Fine by me.
Shazam. It's Shazam bunker. And we get a lot on the table today. In the form of wires, at the very least. But a lot to talk about as well. Let's first, before we start anything else, let's conclude open business. Everybody have a good new year. It's our first episode of the new year, 2019.
Yeah, welcome to 2019.
First episode of 2019. This is going to be a big year for us and for the podcast. Hopefully, huge.
We're gonna broadcast in China.
I'm glad we're not having a podcast shutdown.
That's a good question. Can these be downloaded in China?
I believe they can be
or
downloaded.
Are they blocked by the Great Firewall?
I don't know. I don't know.
Might have to look that up later.
We will. Hey, you'll have to.
I think you can.
I'll do some research.
Yeah, VPN
Wait.
through a Chinese.
Is there a real
source.
thing? Is that a real thing? The digital firewall?
Yeah, they call it the Great Firewall of China.
Really?
Yeah, it's what the Chinese government uses to censor the internet in China.
Yeah,
I thought you were making a joke, but that's
No, that's a real thing.
well, whoever came up with that, good on them.
Hats off.
Really?
and that's why the Chinese can't see something like Facebook, but they have their own. I forget what it's called.
Weibo.
Weibo?
Yeah, that's
what?
their version of Facebook.
Weibo.
Weibo.
Yeah. But did everybody have a good new year? Anybody do anything interesting since the last time we recorded?
Thus far, I've been sick pretty much since then.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah,
Right.
really ringing in the new year.
Let me tell you, you sound great.
I know, I feel great.
That's all I gotta say about it.
I feel really
You've
good.
got that flimmy, sexy voice going on right now.
I feel really good. Let's be playing the oldies for the next 90 minutes.
It's like Wolfman Jack meets Barry White. They had a kid. He's called Wolfman White.
The White Wolf, man?
The White Wolf.
That's weird.
Sing some Leonard Cohen songs.
Billy, you're always entertaining. We all live vicariously through your singleness. Did you do anything exciting for New Year's Eve? You could say no. It's okay.
I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
It's been more than a couple days.
Billy,
Yeah, but you don't want to talk about it, Billy. That's fine.
I just can't
move on.
I just
We're
can't think about it. Oh, yeah.
We're just going to make up stories about what you did on New Year's.
That's
Billy dressed up as an 8-foot tall penis and ran down the strip.
Again?
I
that's
believe
not
that.
It was cold on.
The wrong button.
I'm sticking with it.
Did we not get any of that?
Okay, go. I'm not doing any.
That was gold. Gold, Jerry.
So is that all lost?
Not all of it, no. Just a couple of seconds.
Just the funny bits.
Just the funny parts were automatically muted. There's a filter in this new recording equipment.
I was
funny part.
pool.
Actually, hold on just a second.
Billy ran penis. You hear it on CNN all the time on the radio.
All right,
Did you?
Apparently, it was started by a kid and his dad. His dad is a
Anyway, we're recording, and they didn't hear the beginning of that.
physician.
We had a little technical glitch, and we're back. There's probably going to be a few of those this episode because we got some new crap to play with, which always makes for an interesting thing. Exactly.
I like rap.
But, Randy, did you do anything interesting for New Year's? Let's wrap this up.
We went to Mount Charleston. It was really cold. It was 18 degrees up there in the mountains.
Good Lord.
The first time my kids saw snow and got to go sledding and tubing and all that good stuff out there in Lee Canyon. So it was cool. My kids loved it. So it was nice.
That's very, what did they think? What were their impressions of snow?
It was cold.
That's about the same as mine.
That's pretty accurate.
18 degrees, and they were like, I don't know about all this.
Did you prank them in any way?
No, we didn't.
Like make them like, don't eat the yellow snow.
No, they knew about all that.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, they're watching
And it's just like lemon, and you're like,
No, we didn't have time for that.
oh, okay.
So what'd you say? It was 18?
18 degrees.
Still warm.
Balmy.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. You've been in South Dakota.
I've been in South Dakota. My 2.5 year stint in South Dakota. The first year, the winter was fine. I grew up in New York. It was the same. It was just windier. You know, it went down to maybe the coldest was like 10, 15.
Great Plains.
Yeah, no big deal.
pretty good plane.
And I'm thinking to myself, this isn't so bad. I can deal with this.
18 degrees.
The second year came.
It's a veritable heat wave.
Yes. The coldest I've ever experienced in my life and want to ever experience again was minus 38 degrees before the wind chill.
That's good stuff.
And I had to go out and get my wife. I had to drive. She was working, so I had to get in the car and drive. Every 15 minutes after I got home from work, I would go out and start the car.
Did you try the hot water test?
Kept running.
Let's try the hot water test. Did you
I
boil
tried
the thing in water and then take it outside
Throw it
and
up
throw
there?
it and then watch it vaporize?
No, it was too cold to go out there. I wasn't playing around.
Oh.
I did. We had gone shopping the day before. It wasn't as cold, but it was still like minus 20. And we bought a thing of olive oil, which had frozen solid in the trunk of the car in the 3 minutes that I forgot it in that bag. And I had to go and drop everything off, say, oh, I forgot a bag. Went back out, solid as a rock. It had to
Did you
thaw.
try peeing outside and watching it freeze midstream? And you have to crack it off.
Maybe.
See, I would be afraid because you'd see the ice getting closer and closer to the head. You're just like, no, stop.
Kind of like the cartoon Fuse walking up towards that round cannonball
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah. Good old days.
Oh no.
But that was cold, and I don't ever want to experience that again. It actually hurt the face. It was so cold.
Take a deep breath and it just burns.
Yeah. I didn't like that. Well, you're from the Michigans,
I am.
so you understand what I'm saying.
I do understand the coldness.
And you had the lake effect issue.
Yes, we did.
I just had the plains.
the plains effect.
Yeah, the plains effect. Plains and lakes. Anybody got a train?
Plains, trains, lakes.
And lake effects.
Lake effect.
I got to say right now, this is not a sponsor, but I just want to give them a shout out. In 2006, I lived in Phoenix and worked at a hotel in Scottsdale. And my wife and I had discovered this great beer out there that I fell in love with called Kilt Lifter from the Twin Peaks?
Four Peaks
Brewery. And when I left Phoenix to come up and work for one of the entertainment venues here in Las Vegas, I thought I left this behind forever. But for some strange reason, as fate would have it, Billy, my hero, shows up today with a sixer of Kilt Lifter, the Scottish style ale. Now, again,
you're welcome.
they know nothing about us and probably wouldn't like me talking about them, but I love this freaking beer. So they get a free shout out from me.
And I'm sure it's fantastic if I had any usable taste buds at this moment.
It's just,
You can feel it though, right? You can feel the
texture is
bubbliness.
fantastic.
yes, it's
How's the
really,
mouthfeel on that
It's quite a great mouthfeel.
Swish it around a
Really
little bit.
bubbly and
wet.
hoppy.
Anyway, let's get today's show started off on the newest topic. You guys are going to love this. I'm going to throw in a sound effect appropriate for this. You ready?
Sure.
Not going to pull the pin. We're going to spin the wheel of topics.
Ooh.
Yeah, let me give this a spin right here. Ain't that cool?
That's pretty good. How did you build that, Steve? Did you 3D print that or?
I found it for free. So
We ordered it from the t-shirt company.
Is that trash? Out in the trash.
It was out front of Goodwill.
who's Will? So the wheel of topics. Let's see. The first topic of the day. I didn't want to do this, but this is where the wheel landed. We're going to cover for a brief moment in time. Wait. Hi, Mrs. Matthew. Bye, Mrs. Matthew. Again, we're in Matthew's garage. The garage door is open. You can probably hear the cars go by. And Mrs. Matthew just walked by.
She did.
She's a lovely person allowing us to come and play in your garage.
She is.
And I know it's all her that allows this to happen.
That's exactly right.
100%.
That's how it is
She
in my
could,
house.
she could kibosh this at any moment.
Yes, that is true. It's a bunch of guys sitting around, a couple of beers, some recording equipment, and a wife who allows it to happen.
Right?
This is the way it's supposed to work. Anyway,
She's not as scary as you make her out to be.
Just wait.
and this was the last time this show happened.
Fifth and final episode.
So anyway, Wheel of Topics. I didn't want to let this happen, but I'm going to give the floor to Matthew, and we'll start off with a few minutes of politics.
Oh,
I'm going to let
my
politics
goodness.
start
Oh
here.
boy.
Wow.
Ooh, we went there. We opened that can.
We're going to open that can because we've got to do something edgy to rise among the podcasts out there. We've got to be number one.
Tis edgy.
So politics it is.
Now, let's talk a few minutes about politics. Your one is sinking.
Who do you want to blame?
Who do you want to blame? Let's talk.
Who would you like to blame? You want to blame the Democrats or you want to blame the president?
No,
Who are you
we're-
going to blame?
Now we're talking, just so everyone knows, today's date is, I don't usually like to do this, but since we're talking politics, we need to be topical. It is Thursday, the 10th of January.
All right, let's step completely into the fray and say very openly, I am a staunch and far to the left Democrat.
Yes.
However, I am not above placing blame equally where it belongs. I believe both of them are culpable. I believe this is a disaster of epic proportions, and I do not believe this shutdown will be over quickly.
I was going to say, we are referring to right now for
The
those
government shutdown, yes.
shutdown currently enacted. I do recall in a meeting that the president had with Schumer and Pelosi where he said, I will own
Correct.
a shutdown.
But
And,
he gave candy out yesterday.
well, that's good.
I mean,
Who's Candy?
right?
How much did she cost?
She's a friend of a Stormy Daniels.
Ah, right. That makes sense.
Stormy
This is all
and
coming
Candy.
together now.
Did this happen on a bed in Russia? I'm not
I think
sure.
so.
Yellow rain, yellow rain.
Is that like chocolate rain?
Chocolate rain.
Is this that deja vu in Kalamazoo?
Ooh,
3 ugly ones and thousands of
thousands
beautiful.
of beautiful ones.
But the way that I feel about these political things, and just to clarify this, the reason why I didn't want to ever bring politics into this, and the great wheel has proven me wrong. It wants us to talk about politics. It's fate. I mean, the wheel is completely random, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Totally random.
It's right there. It's
Not
right there.
at all fixed.
Not at all fixed or pre-planned or thought up in any way. But the whole thing is that we all sit over here, and I believe we all basically gravitate towards the left, which means we have no representative of the right here to balance this out. So it's not really a fair representation as a news show.
Correct.
However, we're not a news show. We're
That is also correct.
Entertainment thing. A bunch of guys sitting around drinking beer, having fun. So we might as well have fun at the things that are affecting people, which is politics.
Yep.
And just for the record, I am not by any means a far left person. I agree in some things on either side. I'd like to think that I am basically what most of America is, kind of sitting in the middle. Yeah, I believe, Matthew's choking up on a lung there.
I'm all right.
I kind of believe a lot on the left side, with the Democrats there, but yet there are some things that the Republicans say that I can't argue with. I'm not going to side with one thing just because that's the Democratic way of doing things. I don't care about the Democratic way of doing things. I care about having a comfortable life, living in a functional society with a government that gives a shit about me.
What an asshole.
I know, what a douchebag.
You want a functional government?
Well,
Steve.
and as of
Try Finland.
Finland,
Maybe Sweden.
Any of these Scandinavian countries,
I just want to.
because they seem somewhat
Actually,
functional.
I have a feeling, and I have not done a lot of research here, but I have a feeling their governments are just as dysfunctional as ours. They just got a lot more done in the last 30 years before they became dysfunctional.
That's probably true.
It most definitely is.
Aren't most of those countries socialist?
That's the point.
Semi-socialist.
Ist?
Just like me, I'm
A lot of times.
Semi.
Just like Steve, it's semi.
Semi.
Ish.
Obviously, we can't group them all together, but most of them are, they cover basic human needs. So, like
Basic human.
housing, food, medical,
Education.
minimum wages, education. Minimum wage is quite high in most of those countries. In that way, they're definitely socialist countries, but in other ways, they're very capitalist. Just like America.
This is a dirty topic.
There is
I'm ready to dig in though. This is a nasty topic.
Well, I wanted to get it out of the way. At least now we can say we tried a political show, and if this show sucks, we don't try a political show again.
Yeah, there
Right.
you go.
Well, everybody at during dinner time, there's always that favorite news channel that's on the TV that everybody watches because it's the loudest TV in the
Comedy Central?
I wish it was, but it's definitely not. It's that one station called Fox News or whatever, and Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson. He had an interview with Vox, and he said some interesting
Fox
things on
Vox.
Vox, VOX.
I know Fox on Vox.
Yeah, Vox on Fox. It was weird. But Tucker Carlson said some things that were not very to the right or very conservative, as most of those stations are, or most of those programs are. I urge you to go check out the article. It's on Vox. So
That's because, like most of the people on Fox News, he is playing. he's playing a character. He is playing a character. He is essentially what Stephen Colbert was for the Colbert Report. He was playing up this ultra conservative character for Fox News. But realistically, he was never that far to the right until Trump became president. And he has totally shifted on his show. But outside of his show, or if he appears on other shows, he's definitely conservative, but more moderate conservative, not what he portrays to be when he's on his show and the president calls in to talk to him. They play up this character. And that's that brainwashing, poisoning of people that will watch Fox News and believe anything they're told. And trust me, I know there are just not as many, but I say there are plenty of people who watch CNN exclusively and are just as convinced that side is equally as correct. And the problem is, neither one of those two things are an accurate representation of what the truth is. It lays somewhere in the middle between those two things, and it relies on the citizen. What are you going to say? It relies the citizen. Oh,
the puppy.
Sorry, it relies on the citizen to do the work and the research to determine what is truth and what is not.
No, I agree with you completely. And the thing is that I know there's going to be a couple of people that listen to this that I personally know will listen to this. And they're going to be upset with us because we seem to be CNN fans. But I would just want to make it perfectly clear, as Matthew was just stating, we're not CNN fans. We are the truth fans. Now, I do agree that Fox does tend to tell one tainted, ugly side of the story. Mm-hmm. And they push that one tainted, ugly side.
Absolutely.
But on the same note, I've often found myself very pissed off at CNN lately because they're going to push their tainted, ugly side of the story. You know what? I'm trying to think of a good example that happened lately. It was a Don Lemon thing. And I can't remember what it was, but it was such a minuscule issue that they were blowing up way out of proportion. And of course, it had to do with Trump. But anything that can make Trump possibly look bad, we're going to definitely inflate and, say, oh, look how horrible this was. Well, you know what? I don't like Trump, but it really wasn't that bad. I pick on something else that is that bad.
Well, this goes back to that, the argument of, like, why didn't we give two shits, really, a few years ago? Obama was not covered on CNN or on Fox.
Right.
Every second of every day.
Yep. It is obnoxious.
You've given this man so much free publicity, and you did during the campaign. CNN during the campaign starting in 2015. If you could track how many times his name was said day in, day out, it didn't. You did his work for him.
Yeah.
You kept pushing it, and now you can't tell me that there's no other news in the world other than what. Hey, two unredacted lines from a report were released.
Oh my God!
And we need to talk about it for 18 consecutive hours.
That right there is my biggest.
And I have to bring in every possible specialist to break down these two lines in unredacted by accident.
And that is, I said over there, I remember back in the day, I used to be able to turn on headline news, HLN. because what they did is they basically played the top world headlines and it just kept repeating them like a 15-minute loop.
Yeah.
Kind of like when I was in New York, it was 10-10 wins that did that. Give us 10 minutes and we'll give you the world was their tagline. And they just kept repeating the same things, and then they would add new stories into the loop as the day went by. And HLN used to be the same way. So I'd turn that on the TV and I'd sit over there and I'd watch it for 15 minutes. And I'd see what was happening in the world and move on with my life. Today, HLN is now all forensic files.
Yeah.
Which I do like the show, but I care about the news. And you go to CNN and you're like, I'll catch down on the bottom on the scroller, a dangerous typhoon just killed 150,000 people in Tunisia.
But what are they talking about? They're talking about the fact that Michael Cohen just walked out of a courtroom and he's saying that he might testify in front of Congress. Well, I don't give a shit anymore.
So we're going to talk about Michael Cohen for God knows how long, because it might implicate Trump and God knows what. And now to prove the point, we're going to bring in a bunch of talking heads that don't know any more about the situation than I do, that are going to sit over there and say a bunch of terms that I don't give a shit about.
Right.
Go back to the news.
Well, it got skewed. It got skewed from reporting the news to opinionated news. That was the change. Like Cronkite, Peter Jennings, Dan Rather, Tom Brokaw, all these guys used to come on the news and say, "This is what happened today. This is what happened today."
I'm Tom Brokaw. Welcome to the Embassy News.
Now they're like, "This is what happened. What do you three guys think is going to happen next?" It's like, well, now you're just speculating.
Right, it's speculation, and then they're feeding the fire.
Speculum.
And that's all they do.
I just threw a speculum in there and nobody caught it.
I did.
Which is why Kyle doesn't like the box.
I always catch the speculum.
Who's throwing it around?
Whoever feels like it.
Well, it's not something you want to play catch with.
That's one of the reasons why I don't. I have pretty much stopped trusting any commercial news outlet. If you're not paying directly for the news, or it's not being sponsored in some way where you can directly track where the money's coming from, I won't trust it any longer.
I agree. Now,
that's a fair assessment.
Before we get too carried away, as long as we're on this line of topicality, conspiracy theories.
Ooh, topicality, is that a word?
No.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Let it be a word for today. Let's be word buddies.
All right, for today it's
like
a word.
Old ones or new ones?
Old conspiracy theories? Well, I mean, but that's.
Do we need to spin the wheel to get to that topic, Steve?
No, it kind of diverged right into it.
He just veered.
Okay.
What, do you want to spin the wheel? I'll spin the wheel.
I mean, if you want to
Cue
spin
sound
the wheel.
effect. There you go. The wheel's spinning.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure we didn't need to spin the wheel every time we change
Holy
topics.
shit, it landed on conspiracy theories. That's weird.
Imagine that.
I shouldn't have stopped it there.
That's good luck.
But now the conspiracy theories, we can go along with this because this is, and the two I believe honestly are tied very close together. And I think the more that we focus on the blame game in the media, the more we're going to rouse the conspiracy theorists who believe there's reasons why we don't hear about actual news going on in the world, shootings and attacks and natural disasters and guys licking doorbells.
I saw that.
Did you hear about that one?
weird.
That is important news.
Lick doorbells?
Yeah, I saw the video. That's bizarre.
3 hours.
Somewhere in California, a gentleman sat there and licked someone's like ring style security doorbell for 3 hours. And he's on video the whole time.
Till the night closes in.
This really happened. I shit you not. Really, true story.
Wow.
Obviously, because there's
That's a
3 hours of
doorbell.
Ring doorbell video of him licking the doorbell.
Yeah.
But now,
It's going to go viral on YouTube.
I already saw it.
Shut it.
I already saw it. That's how.
It sounds adorable. Bella.
Or Bell.
adorable.
I can't even say it. I'm just gonna stop.
Billy, you'll get there, Billy.
It's early for Billy.
This is the moment where Billy's like, fuck
do
it,
you
I'm going
say
back
it?
to college.
I can say it in my head, but I can't say it out
Never see
loud.
him
This
again.
is crazy.
4 years later, you see his picture on a billboard. Do you need legal help? Call Billy.
A doorbell.
He's going to be the best too.
The best.
Dial BILLY. Oh, I don't know.
Billy Law.
Billy Law.
Am I the only one sweating from the sun?
No, I am.
Shining in on me.
No, I'm wearing a thermal.
Let the sun shine.
It's
Let the sun shine on Billy.
It's only hitting me in the ass. So
Nice.
Well.
that's a little sweaty. But
So conspiracy theories.
Everyone stay tuned, by the way. The gay episode is coming, I promise. I'm going to keep building up listenership with the promises
that's
of a gay
fine.
episode
and
that
then
may
it's
or
going to
may
be
not
a
ever
real
happen.
disappointment for
I
everybody
know.
out there.
It's going to be 3 seconds of, yep, there's gay people. Anyway, what's going on?
So what's that like? Painful. What's that like? Not
But
so
yes.
painful.
But conspiracy theories, I didn't want to get into, I don't think the wheel wants us to get into what, like how I keep pointing over here to this mysterious wheel. I'm imagining there's a wheel here.
Because the viewers can see it too.
It's a good looking wheel.
Exactly.
Listeners.
Yeah, I'm going to point the mic that way. That was a wheel. So,
Go ahead.
what he's doing?
Go ahead with your
got up and he's
conspiracy
doing
theory.
sign language. Oh, conspiracy theories. Now I don't want to get into individual conspiracy theories necessarily because we could be sitting over here all day long. And
I thought you said 2.
that's the individual. Oh, 2. Did I say a pair?
Yeah, you did.
Why did I say a pair?
Didn't he say 2?
I don't know.
All right, we'll go on
I don't even know.
That's the drugs, dude.
I digress.
with 1 or 2.
No. I just wanted to talk about how the media today is bringing the conspiracy theorists to life because as we mask certain things that are happening in the world, then these people who are unsure of what is happening come forward saying, there's a reason why they're not telling us about that typhoon. Maybe it's because the U.S. government caused it.
Oh, no.
I see.
Harp.
Oh, HARP. HARP's a great project. Hey, and that's what we could do. Let's talk about some of the conspiracy theories we do know of. Project HARP's a great one. That's out in Alaska, right? Mm-hmm. Big antenna array.
It's supposed to be a giant antenna array that has something to do with measuring the Earth's ionosphere, I want to say. But a lot of people believe that it actually can cause, it's a weather control machine, basically.
Ow.
That it can control rain and...
Is that like cloud seeding?
What is that noise?
Somebody started their car.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. It's dinner.
But they believe that it can control the weather, possibly cause earthquakes. I mean, obviously, I think it's all bullshit, but who knows?
How do you know?
I don't know.
And some of the other good ones, I always love the, and I don't want to get into it very much because it's very long and arduous, but the 9/11 theories.
Oh, God. Jet fuel can't melt steel beams, Steve.
I will tell you right now. I will sum up the whole thing. I used to do security and access control, and I had to walk into the World Trade Centers to do a job for Dean Witter one time back in '93. Maybe it was '96. It was after the first World Trade Center bombing.
That was in 93.
Okay, so it was '96 that I worked there. There was no way. I was pulled aside and questioned because I had a tool bag filled with basic tools. There's no way I'm going to walk in there with thermite, especially the amount of thermite necessary to take down that building.
No.
Unless
No
your thermite was
freaking
disguised
As
as
what?
a hammer.
Right.
Ooh.
Or unless the security guards were in cahoots with you
me tell you,
to allow you to bring the thermite in.
The amount of planning it would take to do anything like that would be
It's
so
about as
enormous.
many people as it allegedly took to kill JFK.
Or fake the moon
It was
landing.
woven into his
And everybody that had to be killed to keep everybody quiet, to keep people from revealing that the moon landing was fake and somebody killed JFK.
Right, so
This is
500,000 people are dead.
Exactly.
No, and don't get me wrong, I completely understand the government has done some nefarious things in the past.
Oh, absolutely.
There's
The hell you say?
Oh, I cannot remember for the life
Like
of me
Pure.
what Midwest town it was where they actually spread the virus intentionally. The CIA released a virus to see what the effects of it would be,
Oh yeah, whoops.
Oh,
and never told anybody about that. I mean, Flint, Michigan.
That's not a
That's not a
conspiracy.
conspiracy. That's just really crappy water that everyone is, that the government should be
That's
taking
bad
care of.
government.
That's from the strip mining, isn't it?
That is just bad government.
But people have tons of conspiracy theories about it, is my point. And it just, there's so many things that actually are true, but
There's a kernel of truth and lots of stuff.
right.
The problem is a conspiracy theorist will take a kernel from all kinds of different things and put those all together and come up with a
last time I tried to collect a bunch of kernels of things to build something together, I came up with a liter of corn. You know what?
Boy.
It's been a half hour. Let's try to take regular breaks. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, break.
Wait for this sponsor.
What kind of a dick boss wouldn't let you take a break?
Blah, 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 blah.
Hey, Dad, I'm hungry for something.
Anything in particular, son?
I don't know. What do we have?
Well, how about a big bowl of the Talkaround Show breakfast cereal? It's got all the filler with absolutely no valuable content whatsoever.
I love the Talkaround Show cereal. All the sugary little Kyles, the tart little Matthews, the bits of Billy and Randy, and even the snarky Steve Fluffs. It really starts my day off right, filling my belly with entertainment while keeping my head feeling clear of potentially valuable knowledge.
Well, that settles it. A big bowl of satirical goodness it is. And son, don't forget, the Talkaround Show can be consumed any time of day when you need that little entertainment boost. It even makes a great snack before bed for those times you really need your brain to dumb itself down so you can sleep better.
The Talkaround Show breakfast cereal, made with 100% organic chemical ingredients and absolutely no preservatives, as there's nothing to preserve. Available wherever your favorite podcasts are served and online at thetalkaroundshow.com.
Hey son, save some for me. The Billy Bits are my favorite.
All right, welcome back to the Talkaround Show. That was a nice break, wasn't it, everyone? It was so nice.
How do they do that?
Does it come in blue?
I don't know.
What I'd like to do right now is just push thetalkaroundshow.com. Make sure you are out and visiting thetalkaroundshow.com. Visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/thetalkaroundshow. And, of course, on Kyle's favorite, the Twitters.
Oh, yes.
We are at... Is that how you say a Twitter link?
At,
Twitter handle?
yes.
At Talkaround Show. Believe that's us. Not the Talkaround Show, just
It
Talkaround
is, yes.
Show.
On Twitter, we are just at Talkaround Show.
Yes, because I was stupid when I originally set all this stuff up. Stupid.
Well,
No.
someone else has the Talkaround Show.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, it's just some person who's tweeted maybe 4 or 5 times.
Loser.
And they're just like the generic.
Maybe not a loser.
We should buy it from them. I'll offer them $8.
Ooh,
Can I borrow $8?
not $8.
Sure, absolutely.
I don't have enough gas to make it home. Anybody got any money for me?
Hey, hit $8. I got $8.
That was a problem. Anyway, so
I gave it to my kids.
I got a hose. We can siphon some cars out here.
Sorry about that.
You got hose?
Out of your hose?
Billy's got hose.
Yes. Your truck is big enough. Billy's got one of those.
I do have a full tank right now.
A Bronco.
Billy's got one of those mid 90s Broncos. It's massive. It's got big tires, lift kit. Billy's a manly man. He really is. He rides a motorcycle.
30-gallon tank, bro.
30-gallon tank.
Yeah, Canyon-Arrow.
Oh, and can I ask a question? I keep reading, because of Donald Trump, gas prices are down below $2 a gallon. Where are they down below $2 a gallon?
Not in Las Vegas.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That's because he sold all those guns to the Arabic people.
Saudi Arabia.
Back to conspiracy
$5
theories.
billion.
Just saying.
I'm guessing the Midwest.
$5 billion? Wouldn't that be enough to build part of a wall?
You would think part.
Jeez,
Yes.
what's going on here?
I think the Midwest has decent gas prices, from what I understand.
Whatever happened to that GoFundMe thing? The GoFundMe
Fizzled.
For the wall.
I think they had to give the money back because it wasn't actually being appropriated for the wall itself.
Correct.
So according to the rules,
And in fact, nothing's being appropriated these days.
No,
Government shutdown.
that is correct.
What's our partial
Hey, what does this sound like?
government
Hello, this is the inside of my beer bottle. I always wanted to do that. I have no idea.
are you high?
You did it.
You would think we can make a bong out of this.
You could pretty much make a bong out of anything, bro.
By the way, and see now, I think this. Hold on. I don't think anything. It's time to spin the wheel of topics.
Ooh, go ahead, spin it.
Why am I doing this?
Let's spin it.
Crap? And here
Reach
we
back
go.
there.
Reach it back.
There.
And here's a spin. All right. And the wheel of topics has landed on legal marijuana.
Whoa.
Legal marijuana. Now this, I really wanted to bring up because I believe this is going to be an uncomfortable topic for everyone at this table that cannot imbibe upon marijuana, be it legal or not, in the state of Nevada.
That's true.
And we're not going to talk about our marijuana-laden history. But we are going to talk about, what I am going to say is I may or may not have a friend.
Did he say laden?
Laden.
Fully laden?
Fully laden.
Fully laden. Laid with an N. I may or may not have a friend who frequents the marijuana dispensaries in town. Now, for those of you who are outside of the Las Vegas area listening to us, like Ireland or Puerto Rico.
Or Canada.
Or, Canada. Canada. Now, those of you, the one thing I want to make obvious here is, well, Canada doesn't matter because Canada, it's legal there too.
Well, that's
It is?
true.
Yeah.
Nationwide.
Nationwide in Canada.
Good for them.
Yeah, it's a federal thing over there. But here in Nevada, how do you say it again, Billy?
Nevada.
Nevada.
Nevada?
Not Nevada.
Yeah, not Nevada. Nevada.
That's too proper for this place.
Forever. Here in Nevada, marijuana for what, a year or two now?
A little bit more than a year.
Yeah, has been legal for recreational use. It's been legal for medical use for longer than that, but for a little over a year, it's been recreationally okay. So stores pop up all over the place, and this friend that I may or may not have,
I may or may not believe you.
I may have accompanied her or him to some of the marijuana dispensaries.
Shim.
And I got to tell you, they're pretty freaking cool in those places. You walk in, it's like an Apple store, except it's all flowers. And now, here's my thing. I am not a pothead. I don't actively smoke marijuana. Not only because I just choose not to, but also because it will equate in the immediate termination should anything ever go wrong of my career path, which I happen to enjoy making money.
It is kind of nice, isn't it?
So my blood work is clean. However, now I understand I grew up, I'm not exactly, I didn't grow up in a great neighborhood. I have been exposed to the marijuanas.
You're no rube.
I'm no rube. Now, as far as I know, it's this green stuff that you put either in a paper or a pipe or an old cigar or whatever it is you're going to do, and you smoky doke it away. You smoke a doobie or a joint, spliff, or a bong. Spliff, yes. But I walk into these places, just to check it out, and there is, what the hell is shatter? I don't understand what shatter. There's all these different products that I have no idea what it is. There's resin and shatter and what the hell is it?
They had the Frankenstein.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like this yellow glob. Like they take the marijuana and they sit over here and they extract the oils from the marijuana, the THC laden oils, and then they turn that into a sticky resin. And what, extract?
Laden.
Did I say laden again?
You did.
Man, it is laden day.
Fully.
I'm fully laden, yo. I'm getting laden tonight.
Laden.
Ew. But
Fair laden.
But and then they have. Now, what I want to know is, what the hell is shatter?
I think he's looking it up.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm currently looking on hightimes.com.
Are you on Matthew's Wi-Fi? I just want to check that.
I am not, no.
No, it needs to be reset. I texted the boy. He hasn't done it yet.
Yeah.
This article is called, What is Shatter Marijuana?
Oh, bring it on.
Do tell.
This is on High Times?
Yes, it is.
Does it make you
That is quite
shatter
the
your
authority.
pants?
Oh, wow. This is quite an in-depth article here. All right, let's see here.
I shattered my pants once.
Somebody shattered my pants.
Steve, it's called diversifying your product portfolio.
Well, I understand.
That's what it is.
But here's the thing. I understand diversifying your product portfolio. But what I don't understand is when your product portfolio diversifies to the point where it's a completely new product.
But is it?
Like, my expectation of diversification of that portfolio would be, I don't know, Maui Wowie strain and Blue Hawaiian
You
strain.
sure he's not a rube?
He might be a rube.
And
Nobody smokes Maui anymore.
they
Nobody
do,
does it.
they do
Steve's
sell
a
it.
total square, man.
Nobody does that shit anymore.
They do sell it.
Steve's still smoking reefer.
I'm going to go ahead.
Marijuana cigarettes.
The reefer.
So this article is
Blood flows red on Kyle's highway. The reefer. This article.
This article is incredibly in depth, and I'm not getting any like pull line from it. So it's the entire process of what they use to make
All right, here we go.
shatter, wax.
Yeah.
There you go. Go ahead.
Shatter
That
is a
seems
type of
so-
concentrate that is believed to be the purest and most potent type of marijuana product. Shatter, or butane hash oil, is created through an extraction process that eliminates fats and lipids. It's typically transparent and easily breaks into fragments. Users can add shatter to a bowl of flour or melt it and inhale the resulting smoke known as dabbing.
Not not that. Yeah.
Dabbing.
Not that.
Yeah, that's dabbing.
Okay.
I mean,
Usage. Let's get super high and add a dab of shatter on that bowl. That's how you use it in a
so
sentence.
you looked it up on
Whoa.
a dictionary.
As a glossary.
That sounds very American of you.
It's from the ColoradoPotGuide.com,
Ooh, thank you, Colorado.
right? So there you go.
Also a legal marijuana state.
Super potent.
Pioneers in the marijuana.
I am currently looking at a menu, an online menu for one of the dispensaries here in Henderson, Nevada. These are some of the names. You guys make fun of me for the Maui Wowie. Maui Wowie is not on the list
See,
right now.
nobody smokes that shit anymore.
Although I have seen it. But in the superior category, you can get watermelon Skittles number 90.
Ooh.
Citrus cookies, orange daiquiri, cherry pineapple, wedding pie number 6.
That sounds good.
Kyle doesn't like it at all. It's
You know
pie.
I don't.
Sunday Driver, Sundae. Sunday Driver is 24% THC, by the way. Earth Kush. There's a Kush.
It's
Kush.
Kush.
Kush, yeah.
Kush.
That's pronounced Kush.
Wi-Fi OG. Stardust OG.
It's the original.
And one of my favorite names, but very low, is only 20% THC. Purple Punch. It's-
Now you, from your face, I'm gathering some derision at the name choices. This is no different than walking into a Baskin Robbins
That is true.
and having a myriad of ice cream flavors that are absolutely ridiculous,
True.
That is
Rocky
true.
Road. There's no rocks or road.
right? What the hell does that even mean?
It is very true. And I understand that. I understand what you're saying. However, it is still humorous to me that the names
Did you just fart?
between what you used to get on the street from what you used to be able to get on the street from your dealer, the names haven't changed.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. So you're saying that even though they've become these big commercial entities that are very professional and they package all their stuff the same, they haven't changed away from the ridiculous, stupid names.
Oh,
Yes.
So you're saying that
I see.
5 years ago, I could have called some guy and said, I need some of that Stardust OG.
Yeah.
It's no different now?
No.
Really?
And the thing is, though, 5 years ago, you wouldn't necessarily know if you were really getting the Stardust OG.
Instead of a
That's
bag of
true.
oregano?
Yeah. Now you know you are.
I love oregano.
And then if you... I'm allergic to oregano. Here's an example, too, now. If you... wow, our latency is increasing. If you...
I can't tell.
It's in
Hello.
a slight echo, little phase going on. If you go to one of these or any of these dispensaries, you can sign up for their texting. You know, they text you sales specials and updates.
Oh, the deals.
Is it like a newsletter?
Kind
like
of.
a High Times?
Kind of, yeah. And
Back in the day?
it just so happens that my number may have accidentally ended up on one of those lists.
Oh, may or may not.
May or may not. I'm telling you, my blood work is clean. Randomly, it's
I'll
okay.
believe you.
This is all for research, right?
I bought for a friend.
Research.
But yeah,
No, Mom, I'm holding
Research,
it for a
that's
friend.
Research.
Mom, shut up, Mom. I'm holding it.
But here, check it out.
It's not mine.
Yesterday was Wax Wednesday.
Ooh.
Buy one, get one. Then it starts talking about all this stuff I don't know. I'll say that this is the
Wax apparently is similar to shatter, according to the High Times article.
This is the
It's
really
same, but different.
It's the same.
This is the text message string that I get from the Essence in Henderson. So I'll just call that out so that I call them by name, and I just think that these are the most entertaining things. Happy 2019 from Essence. Today, get a select DGF, which I think is Desert Grown Farms, ounce for $1.19. Choose from multiple strains, A- buds up to 27% THC plus tax, can't stack deal, 21 plus, no kids, VLD 1/1. That make any sense to you?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
I thought DGF was dirty, gritty fuck. It was like beach sex. But apparently I've been using that one wrong.
Oh boy.
I would love to get some of these guys as our sponsors. We got to work on that.
That would be cool.
And they
So-
got,
Wax is similar to shatter, but
They probably
not as
keep
pure.
the old names to like make
According to
everybody
the
feel
glossary.
kind of comfortable,
something
like
you're
something
familiar
you,
with.
yeah.
I'd agree with that.
So
But
you
it's
kind of
still
know what
funny.
you're getting into.
It's still funny. I mean,
There's some crazy names for sure.
yeah.
Just made some wax at my grow. Want to add some to that bowl and give it a try?
Yeah, bruh.
See, that's,
Let's do it.
Wow.
that's the usage.
That's
how
the
you-
usage. That's
how you
the.
use it in a
Can you
sentence.
use it in a sentence?
If,
All right.
if only you could get Siri to read that.
I'm sure I could.
Alexa would do it.
Can you highlight it and say text to speech? I don't think our phones are that smart yet. Give it a month.
I wish.
Well,
I'd have Siri saying so many horrible things. It'd be great.
all right. I don't know. Let's get off of this and spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel of
What do
topics.
you guys think about this wheel of topics thing?
I like it.
It's interesting.
Doesn't fit in my
You like
garage
that?
too well, but it's all right.
I mean, did you have to make it 16 feet tall, Steve?
Boy, that's
that's a
stupid.
big wheel.
And
it
notice-
has 418 spaces on it.
I'd like to thank the Automation 3D printer for helping me with.
You know, when you spin it, it doesn't even like make a full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does,
You
doesn't
gotta-
do a whole full
It's like
rotation.
the Price is Right
We have a
wheel.
lot of topics.
Oh, a nickel. Son of a bitch.
nickel.
You get the really strong guy that goes up there, and you're like, "Oh my! I don't want to be
Be
here
here for 15 minutes.
edited for
Bob
time."
Barker did die because you took too long to spin the wheel.
And don't forget to spay and neuter your pets.
Isn't he still around?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Kicking?
Well, see, that's the thing with Drum Corps International. That's every summer Bob Barker dies because back in the day, we didn't have cell phones. So in order to call your parents or to hear the news, you'd have to like either stop at a truck stop, which happens a lot because, you know, we're on buses and travel around the country on buses.
Sounds very familiar.
And before the evolution of cell phones, you know, we were kind of news deprived.
Okay.
And so like the rumor going around the street every summer was Bob Barker died. And nobody can confirm whether Bob Barker died or not because nobody had the news.
Bob Barker is 95 years old.
Wow.
Good Lord.
Still
Good
kicking.
for Bob. If you're out there, good for you.
Yeah.
We still love you.
If you're listening, Bob, happy birthday.
And Bob, just so you know, I have spayed and neutered all of my pets.
Nice.
And it was fun.
Even my fish.
Steve enjoyed it too much.
Did it with my teeth.
Oh,
I saw that dirty job.
Oh, I was going to say, did you see that dirty job
Yeah,
for the
that was
micro?
really.
You do what? With what?
But let's go ahead and spin the wheel of topics here.
Go ahead, spin it.
Ready?
Ready?
Yeah, I hope this sound effect works when we put it in later.
Yeah, we definitely
All right.
need the Price is Right one.
And it looks to me like the wheel has landed on wild card Kyle's choice on the spot.
all right.
I guess I got
You know what I
nothing.
think we should talk about? Names.
Oh, good.
The names that people give to their children. The crazy, unusual
our
names. Based on our names.
Ah, thank God he didn't say penis.
That's probably copyrighted. So we should probably be careful.
Hey, Nick Kroll. Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah.
So, names that people give people.
So we were talking about this at work a couple weeks ago, and it's what made me get thinking about this subject. Maybe a month-ish ago now.
Like baby names or
Well, so specifically, Absidy.
can you define that?
God,
The name is spelled A-B-C-D-E.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
I
little
remember
girl's
that
name.
article.
So
Yeah.
there's one thing I think we should say up front. Not making fun of any of these names, just pointing out that these are not traditional names.
Glad you said that before I said anything.
Just because,
yes,
I mean, we can have fun with it, obviously, but the situation here was this little girl was getting on an airplane. The lady at the gate was laughing at her name, and the little girl said to her mom, "Why is she laughing at my name? What's wrong with my name?" And the mom said, "Hey, this is really inappropriate." Well, then the person at the gate actually took a picture of her boarding pass and posted it online, and a bunch of people made fun of this poor little girl. We talked about this at work a little bit, and I know Steve said that
Not the girl's fault. I blame the parent.
Exactly.
Yes.
Steve said that it should be something that you freaking that maybe
child
the parents
abuse.
were high.
Put some shatter in that bowl and let's name this baby.
A, B, C. Absidy. Absidy's good.
But again, Steve, I believe he suggested that it was, obviously the parents' fault, and I think that was kind of the conclusion that we all came
And
to.
I don't mean to make any fun of the little girl because I
No
feel
way.
horrible for what she's going to probably
not
have to
her
go
fault.
through
Oh,
for the
yeah.
rest of her life. But like I
That's-
said, it's almost like a form of child abuse. You're damning this kid.
Yes.
To deal with that. I mean, if you're going to give it a name that's crazy, go with something more standard like QWERTY.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Dvorak.
Yeah, good standard. Solid keyboard name.
Exactly. We're going to go for Scott. What's your name? F1, F2, F3, F4.
I mean, you hope to God that they gave her a legitimate middle name,
Right?
that she has a kind of a like a back door that she could say, "Well, I'll just go by my middle name."
Yeah, 1, 2,
I know
3,
it-
4, 5.
I know a ton of friends. Like I have a ton of friends that I'm like, "Hey,
You're lying about this.
no, I don't have a ton of friends. I only got like 3." But they're like, "Hey, Chris."
You're laughing straight.
Like, "Hey, Chris, what's up?" And I see his driver's license for whatever reason. His first name is Thomas. He's like, "Oh yeah, I hate that name, so I go by my middle name." I know a bunch of guys that go by their middle name. And I'm like, "What? Why?"
Well,
So hopefully she has like her middle name's like Sarah.
Oh,
Freaking hell was that?
Sarah, no time is
I felt the jinx explosion from over here.
So weird.
Don't ever look at the
was
waveforms.
creepy.
That was in stereo. That was crazy.
I don't know how I feel about that. That was bizarre.
that's like
You guys are like in tune.
I still think one of the creepiest things we'll get to that.
Are you
Let's
sharing
talk,
cycles?
Let's talk about the name. Let's talk about some more
names.
Keeping it local here in Vegas, Penn Jillette, famous musician, his daughter's name is Moxie Crime Fighter Gillette.
Get on you, mate. Get on you.
Okay, here's the problem I have with this topic right now.
What's that?
I only hope someone like Ben Gillette one day listens to this podcast.
Oh, he has spoken publicly about the name, and he said it's, I believe his wife picked the middle name.
Crime fighter?
Yeah. And they agreed on the first name, if I remember correctly. I can look up the article if we have to, but again, fascinating name to me. Moxie, I think, is kind of a fun name.
I don't think that's horrible.
Crime Fighter to me was the unusual name.
But it's a middle name. So
and it's a
not
middle
so many
name.
people
so
go
not,
by their middle
not
name.
quite as much.
Is Crime Fighter 2 words though?
No,
right?
one word.
It's made into
with
one
you.
I
word.
believe it is one word.
Is fighter also capitalized? Is it
Kind of like how we do the Talkaround show. With just
combo word?
Nicolas Cage has a son named Kal-El.
Yeah, Superman. Nice try.
Well, he was almost Superman.
He was.
We
His
can't
son?
forget
No, Nick Cage. Yeah.
Face.
Gwyneth Paltrow's daughter's name
Apple?
is Apple.
Yeah. That's all right. I can get by with that.
Yeah, Apple I don't
Couple
hate.
other weird
Yeah,
ones.
that's not so bad.
The ones that I found
Apple
I think the
Paltrow,
most
though?
unusual:
Moon Unit.
Moon Unit Alpha and Moon Unit Zappa,
And Dweezil.
Dweezil,
And Amit.
Ahmet.
And Blanket.
But none of them actually only Moon Unit doesn't go. That's not the name that she goes by.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I can't remember what it is, but she doesn't go by that name.
Blanket goes by Prince.
yeah.
Because I think that is Blanket's proper first name.
That would be Blanket Prince Michael. I think he has like 5 names,
Yeah.
right?
Was he really named Blanket or was that a tabloid name?
No, that was really
Really?
his name. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was a joke.
Yeah, it's part of the name. Quick to the Googles.
Well, I mean,
That's going to be
seriously,
the waveform.
I take I take a whole bunch of shit because my second son's name is Connor, and we spelled it with an E instead of Connor.
Yeah, I
which
think
is the
that's-
typical spelling.
that's more
We spell
confusing.
It Conner.
That is so weird. Why would anybody do anything?
Right? Exactly. We're a bunch of Heather and I are jackasses for doing that.
God, it's like a donkey house over here.
Yeah,
Stained him.
Stained.
Because it's hard enough to like explain things on the phone, and then you got to explain how to spell your name.
Yeah, because he's so worried about spelling his last name that. How do you spell your first name?
That is true. You do have one of
Yeah,
those.
no-
Rapinski?
Nobody can spell your last name.
What nationality is your last name? I'm going to make I can make a guess, but I want you to tell me.
Polish.
That would have been my guess.
Yes, it's Polish.
It's very Michigander of
Did you hear they had to tear down the new football stadium in Warsaw? Everywhere you sat, you were behind a pole.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, wow.
You want to go there, huh? You heard about the
I wasn't. That wasn't insulting. It was just-
1492 and 1776?
So,
Everybody had
adjoining
Bob
rooms at the
Uecker
Warsaw
seats.
Hilton.
Oh,
You know why they don't have ice cubes in Poland?
what is that?
Because the inventor died and took the recipe with him.
It's okay. This is just like
It's fine. It's all good.
it's just like the gay jokes, Kyle.
yeah,
We can do
we'll
it
get
because-
there. We'll get there.
Yeah, in the gay
You guys
episode,
get your
coming
own
soon.
episode.
Like, what do you call a Polish person after World War II?
Alive?
An Argentinian.
That's bad.
That might have been too low, Matthew. I'm sorry.
Wow.
That was a punch right to the ball sack for you.
Wow.
Whoa. Why does the new Polish Navy have glass bottom boats? So they could see the old Polish Navy.
Steve,
look at that?
You're going to have to cut this whole section out.
I'm not
Would you
cutting
look
out
at
shit.
that?
This one's going out
Would you
there.
look at it?
Come on, with a guy with a last name like his, we're fine.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
true.
it's fine.
We can make German jokes too. It's okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
And my last name is, well, technically it's Prussian, but
But nobody knows what you're.
nobody knows what the fuck Prussia is. So
Yeah.
No, there is no pressure anymore.
his full name is Prince Michael Blanket Jackson II.
All right.
Okay. So we didn't want to make him.
So there was a
tabloids
first
didn't
Prince
wanna-
Michael Jackson.
Apparently,
Yes. So the tabloids didn't want to confuse him with Prince. So we got to drop that name because he was alive and kicking in all his purple greatness at the time. They didn't want to confuse him with Michael, so we had to drop that name, and we got to Blanket,
Blanket.
which is like, why did you name your child Blanket?
It was all a
I
cover
thought it
up
was
for the
because
first
he had
two
like
names.
So, as something else that I found when I was researching weird names are, speaking of World War II, in fact, recently in London, there was a couple that was arrested for associating with a neo-Nazi group whose daughter's middle name was Hitler.
Oops.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So I feel bad for that kid. That's going to...
I did not see that
That's gonna
coming.
suck. But in searching for that,
Wasn't there?
some more details on that. There is a gentleman who named his children Adolf Hitler, Ava Braun, Isidore Heath Hitler. I'm sorry, his name is now Isidore Heath Hitler. He's father of Adolf Hitler, Ava Braun, Joycelyn Aryan Nation, and Hanselin
That was-
Heinler Gian.
That was here, right? Down south someplace?
I believe that was in, let's see. It doesn't say exactly where he's from. It says in the southern U.S., yes. But he
Kind of person
recently
that needs to be euthanized.
changed his name to Isidore Heath Hitler. And he says, quote, "It's great. My driver's license is changed over, my insurance, my registration. All that I needed is changed over," Hitler told news outlet. My central
Hitler told the
my central jersey, I'm the new Hitler.
Oh, he's so proud.
I feel good about it.
proud.
Now all I need is my kids back.
Right?
Because, surprise, the state took all of his kids away.
Are you serious?
Hello?
Oh my gosh.
Hello? Why did you lock me in this chamber? Do I belong in here?
I've been
My
working
name
on,
is Isidore.
I've been working on Mein Kampf 2, the sequel.
It's like Titanic 2.
Oh, it's a barn burner. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good.
I don't get people. I don't get that mentality.
It's going to be really cute when his middle name is Hitler. It's so cute. Look at him.
Speaking of cute, have you seen the
Horrible.
Kittlers? The cats that look like Hitler website?
Oh, they all have the.
They all have It's serious. You need to check it out. It's pretty funny. Killer.com.
Whoa. Okay, now that's funny.
That is kind of adorable.
That is funny. Wow, that's good.
Why isn't it Charlie?
I don't know. I didn't name the website.
That's true. Why aren't they
That is true.
Catlins? Charlie Catlins.
Why are they gonna make it?
There
all
might be
equal?
one. I don't know.
Oh, you mean
Search the Googles.
what?
Like Charlie Chaplin.
Oh.
Yeah.
So instead of Kittlers, it's Catlins.
Catlin.
Oh, it's because of the little mustaches, not because the cats are like doing this the whole time?
No, but they
Correct.
sometimes pose them that way.
Cats that look like Hitler.
Oh, it's horrible. It really is. We're not a hate group.
Goose
We don't
stepping?
support hate groups. If you hate people, get the hell out of my way.
Cats
In
are
fact,
goose
fuck white
step-
supremacists. I'll say it.
Yeah, you said it.
Yes.
If you're listening right now and you're a white supremacist,
Stop listening. We don't
Stop
need
listening.
You think cats are like just goose stepping across the floor on this website?
They probably are.
Well, that's because they have tape stuck to their feet.
And here's the thing about all that. You know what? I mean, the fact is, World War II, Hitler, Nazis, it all happened. There's no way we can deny that. It really occurred.
Back to the
It really did.
conspiracy
I
theory.
swear
To
to
the
you.
conspiracy theory.
Yes.
Did
but,
it?
But there's no need for me to pussyfoot around the fact. It
I like
happened.
saying that word, didn't he?
We're gonna do. I am laden with pussyfootness. Okay, fully pussyfoot laden.
Okay, good.
And well, you know what? Fuck them. That's all I gotta say. White
He
supremacists,
just said
people that
that.
hate people, any.
Wait. Are you trying to say there aren't good people on both sides?
I'm trying to
Both
say there
sides.
aren't good people. I'm trying. No. And
We
you're
hate
right.
everybody
I'll step
equally.
back. You haven't done anything to me personally. And if you sit over there and that's your belief system and you've never acted on your belief, then fine, go live your own life in a hole and I don't care about you.
Preferably like the
Doesn't-
forest.
Doesn't mean if you were raised that way and that's all you know, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. I'm sorry for the unfortunate upbringing that you had and the failure to see the rest of the world for what it is.
Kind of like evangelical Christians.
Wow, we're just going to piss everybody off.
Great, let's go for it.
This one's going to bring
Hey,
up
if
the
that's how you were raised,
numbers.
that's how you were raised as a child.
Mm-hmm.
What can I do about it?
Or do we really want ratings very bad? How about those Scientologists?
Oh boy.
Ooh, I'm jumping on a couch right now thinking about it.
I'm in love with Katie Holmes. I'm in love with Katie Holmes. I'm definitely not gay.
And they always do movies about aliens.
Right?
I mean, the whole religion is put together by a guy who is quoted in an interview saying, "If you really want to make a lot of money, start a religion."
Start a religion. What? Wait.
But they have
Did you
personality.
hear that, Steve?
I heard that.
You really want to make a lot of money, Steve. The podcast is not the way to go.
Oh, yeah. What are we
you should
doing?
start a religion.
You don't get it. You don't get my whole thing.
Are you trying to start a religion?
We're starting the Talkaround religion. It's going to be the Talkaround way of life. You are all Talkaroundskis.
I hope there's a cult.
We'll be tax exempt.
Yay!
We're gonna be giving away Kool-Aid samples later. Wearing Nikes.
I prefer
French
French.
Guiana.
No, it
Here
depends.
we come.
Depends on if we can get a sponsorship from
Good.
Nike for our shoes.
Oh, that's true. Might not
Tax
be Nike.
shelter.
Yeah, we're a DAC shelter.
Can you imagine if Nike sponsored a cult?
I thought that was called sports.
When do we get our own compound?
Well, we are. But here we are in the bunker.
Oh,
Yeah, you closed the garage door. We're in a
I
bunker
did.
now. But this is gonna
As
be
we
big-
gather here today,
Yeah, this is gonna
preach it, Billy.
this is gonna be bigger than the Great Spaghetti Monster, the Flying Spaghetti Monster. We're gonna be huge, Talkaroundians.
What do you got to say, Billy? Preach it. You've got the holy wine in your hand.
I fucking love the idea.
You know, Billy doesn't
I'm all
perform
about
well
it.
on the spot.
Here. Dilly dilly. Billy dilly. Here.
to the holy beer bottle.
Billy, I see that you've got Bruce Lee on your shirt there.
Wait, I have to
You like
challenge it.
Yeah,
It's like
nice.
what do you
A
call it?
challenge.
I saw it. It's like crushed velvet.
It's like
Velvet.
velvet. It's velvet. It's beautiful. What is
beautiful.
that? Is that velvet?
What is that?
What is it?
Hey, Billy, could you remind me
We are all gathered here today to celebrate the Talkaroundians as we celebrate our lives and our loves for the whole Jesus Christ that's above us. And I will tell you all right now, and I'm going to tell you all right now, and I'm going to tell you all right now what I believe right here in the subcockles of my hearticus. That this is the way that we are meant to be. We are meant to listen to podcasts.
Hell, subcockles.
We are meant to praise the podcast. We are meant to be one with the podcast. We are the Talkaroundians. Praise.
Take my money. I love it.
Take Billy's money.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That was the best.
Take my soul.
That was the best impression of Robin Williams doing a gay preacher I've ever seen.
That was really good.
Oh, let me tell you right now.
I picked up a little Benny Hinn in there.
Ooh,
Did you?
Just
Yeah.
a touch.
Benny Hill?
Yeah.
But I thought he was going to smack Randy's forehead. Be healed.
Feel better. Heal myself.
Been healed.
Wait, let me see if I can read.
You can't reach Billy.
I'm gonna
Billy, you're going to have to be
You
sick.
can
He
send
can't
an
reach
electric bolts just like that one video.
I'm gonna reincarnate Bruce Lee. Actually, I just grabbing Billy's boob. It felt great.
Nice.
That's pretty good, man. You work
touched
out.
both. You
That's
touched
nice.
both of them.
you. Bruce Lee shows up on the other side of my garage. I'm going
That's
to be freaked
nice,
out.
Billy.
And all of a sudden we hear this.
A little lower. A little lower.
Oh my God.
Hey, speaking of Bruce Lee, nunchucks are legal again in New York. Did you hear
That's
that?
right.
Nunchucks are legal
Yeah.
again.
Wait,
in the state of New
Legal
York.
or illegal?
I spent my entire
How do they
high school
swing
career-
that?
Very carefully.
nice.
I spent my entire high school career wishing that I could have nunchucks.
Yeah, I think they went illegal, back in 1970s or something like that?
That was pre-Steve's high school career.
Let's start a bunker, and we're gonna totally fill it up with nunchucks.
Nunchucks.
But
Butterfly
I
knives.
guess within the last year or at the top of this year that nunchucks are legal again in the state of New York.
So when the
After eight-
FBI figures this shit out and comes to raid our compound, Waco style,
I'm throwing Billy at
and
him.
they realize we have a stockpile
Of nunchucks?
of nunchucks
And butterfly knives.
and
Nice.
And switchblade combs.
this
Yeah.
shit just went sideways.
And broken bottles and
Oh, yeah.
Send in the tanks.
Broken sugar glass bottles.
Go ahead, Kyle. You were
Oh,
reading.
they ruled that it's a Second Amendment thing.
Whoa.
So nunchucks are covered under the Second Amendment, so they cannot ban their use.
I could have spent, if this happened earlier, if I was still in school, I could have spent my entire career now just beating the crap out of myself trying to spin those things around. Yeah. Oh, God.
Banned in 1974.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that old.
Well, there
You were what, one?
Yeah. Yeah. You were what, two?
Two.
All right. Everybody else was what?
You could own
Not born yet.
nunchucks at that
I was not born yet.
I think I could have had a set of nunchucks at two.
Little baby
Little
nunchucks.
Nerf nunchucks.
yeah, I
was
think I had
minus
the Nerf
3.
ones.
What? Yeah. Wait, you were 78?
77.
77? I can't
Did
do math.
Nerf ever
I know
make
my
nunchucks?
brother used to carry a pair in his trunk.
I don't
Balls.
know.
I
but
feel like
do
there
know,
should be a Nerf
nunchucks.
set of nunchucks.
I have a friend who was very much into martial arts. I don't know if I can call him
Did
a
he
friend.
build his
anymore,
own
but-
Nerf nunchucks?
No, but he did have practice nunchucks that were like a soft foam core.
How's that again?
Practice nunchucks. They were like this. You just kind of, they
If
were
you
long
guys could only
and thin,
see the hand gesture that
and
Kyle is
he
doing
would just
right now.
kind
Do
of
you-
move
do
his
you-
hand up and down it like this to
Do the,
smooth shaft.
flatten it
Long,
out.
smooth
Do the
shaft.
weekend LARPers, do they build?
Same material.
Same
Same material. That foam core.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard in the center, but that's soft and spongy on the outside.
Does it have a mushroom tip?
It did, yes. It had a plastic mushroom that went on the end to stop stop it from falling off the plastic chain.
I think that's a missed market opportunity for Nerf.
Right?
There should have been a Nerf nunchuck.
They should make Nerf of all weapons.
I agree.
New Nerf nads.
I had some. I don't know if it was
Were they-
wood or hard plastic, but it did have foam around it, like a foam tube.
Did you build those yourself?
No,
No,
He's going
I was-
to. Going to now.
I was 10.
because I don't think Nerf made a nunchuck.
I
I
didn't know
know
how
they
to
got
make
like
anything.
bazooka Nerf because I have that upstairs. It's pretty awesome.
Is that like Bazooka Joe?
Bazooka.
Kinda, but not as sticky.
Or is hard? Now, Kyle's foam
Bazooka Joe gum
nunchucks,
is
they're pretty
pretty
hard.
They were very hard. They had a hard core, but then a soft, spongy outside.
Ooh.
That's hardcore. It's hardcore.
Want to take a break and then we'll do one more section?
Yeah. Well, what do we? Oh, hey, according to the clock here, which won't be right after I've edited it down, but we're at 69 minutes. 69. Yeah. But yeah, let's wrap this up with a quick break. We'll be back and finish up the show.
Only if she's 5'3".
Dad, can I ask you a serious question?
Sure, you can ask me anything.
Well, this one is tough for me. Do you ever have that not-so-fresh feeling?
Do you mean that uncomfortable sensation down below the subcockles?
Yeah, that's the one. What do you do when you get it?
Well, there's a few things I usually do, but I can tell you the one thing I find that works the best.
Well, what's that, Dad?
Well, I usually pop on my headphones and listen to an episode of the Talkaround show, and I find their complete lack of useful information and general structure is exactly what I need for me to stop thinking about that not-so-fresh feelings. Plus, the smooth sound of Kyle's voice and Matthew's sarcastic overtones make me, well, honestly, a little tingly in the nether regions. It's the perfect solution to a problem I didn't even know existed.
Thanks, Dad, for the suggestion. I'll give that a try tonight.
Why wait tonight? Let's hop in the car now and we can go together and have a listen.
The Talkaround Show, solving problems you never even knew existed by providing mindless banter and endless laughter to the masses. Available over the counter, wherever good podcasts are prescribed, and online at thetalkaroundshow.com. Remember, do not use the Talkaround Show if you are allergic to humorous situations, easily offended by off-color humor, or if you experience nausea while listening. Let your doctor know if you experience any of the following side effects: excessive bleeding from the ears, eyes, nose, or anus, trouble hearing the word subcockle in public situations, dizziness, lightheadedness, and in extreme situations, death. The Talkaround Show and its affiliates cannot be held responsible for any of these issues, including but not limited to divorce, depression, or depressed subcockles. And remember, if you can't afford the Talkaround Show, we don't know how to help you, as it's a free podcast.
Thanks for the help, Dad. One other thing. Does this fresh look infected to you?
Oh, son, we'll talk about the rash and that awful smell later.
And we're back here at the Talkaround Show in this bunker.
Hang on, I'm not ready.
And hey, let's do the let's close the bunker door.
Oh.
Man, that sounds creepy.
Perfect.
I'm loving that. All right, and we're going to finish up the show. We got one more segment left, and what do you say we... you want to spin the wheel again?
Oh, please.
Spin it.
You know what I like about spinning the wheel?
No.
It gives us a...
Goes in a circle?
Goes in a circle. It gives us an opportunity to change the subject abruptly.
Ooh, I like that.
Yes.
It does. Turn left.
That's why you built this giant monster, huh?
That's why I built this giant 16-foot diameter 3D printed. And imagine, you know how small a 3D printer is?
Yeah.
Took a lot of pieces.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a big jigsaw puzzle right here. You see the lines, like veins.
It's
all veiny.
It looks nice.
It's a veiny wheel. Okay, let's spin this bad boy. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
All
Wheel of morality. Turn.
And...
Ooh, I don't know.
I can't read that. What does it say, Matthew?
It's too small to see from here.
Brian finished a workout that faster.
Of course he did. Wait, that's 2. He finished 2 today?
Yeah, the other one was rowing. This is biking. He's probably driving up and down your street right now. We got to get Ryan on the show because you know he wants to be on the show. Right? Can you imagine?
I wish I had an Apple Watch.
Yeah,
he's got one for sale.
I wish I did fitness.
Can you imagine Ryan coming on the show right now?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello?
Do you guys want to
Hello?
watch me master this down? Is that how you're gonna mix the show? Is that? Oh man, I love Ryan. We gotta get him on here.
He's a good guy.
He's not ever gonna listen to this either, so it's okay.
Oh, he will.
I got out the microscope here. Do you want to know what the subject on the wheel
Yeah, I
was?
can't read it
All
from
right,
here.
subject on the wheel.
What would you do if you knew that you were going to die in 1 hour?
Ooh, a deep one.
Yeah.
What happened to the other one?
What other one?
Too much fluff?
Yeah, we'll save that one for later. That's a bigger subject.
All right.
It's got a nice shaft.
Yeah, it's got a thick, meaty core and a long...
What would you do if you only had an hour to live?
So what made me think of this?
Were you watching Spies Like Us?
No, I was reading this article that you remember a few months ago in Hawaii, they accidentally sent out that text message to everybody that said,
the tsunami
incoming
warning?
bombs, take cover.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Bomb warning or
Yeah.
tsunami?
This
I don't know
maybe
that
a
was
little
like
bit-
it was
that
more
was
than
maybe a little bit more than
month. It was like
this article is from January 2018. So
let's
maybe
say
a little
a
bit more
year.
than a year. And then they turned out, okay, that was a false alarm. We screwed up. Oopsie poopsie. Pornhub released a whole bunch of statistics from the time in Hawaii when the bomb threat came out.
let me guess, their numbers went way up.
They went way down for the 45-ish minutes that people thought they were going to die, and then shot through the roof.
Literally.
Like it was up 48% after they sent out the
What a relief.
all clear.
after they gave the all clear.
Interesting.
What a relief. But that's I wonder how many people were like, yeah, I guess I'm gonna die. I gotta go fast. I've only got an hour.
Might as well.
That's why I'm saying, why didn't the numbers go up
Money shot.
right away?
Well, I think a lot of people actually panicked. Actually, because I mean, there's a difference between like, oh, there might be some bad weather or something. I guess I could probably jerk off before I go down to the bunker. Versus, oh, hey, there might be an incoming North Korean bomb. It can happen.
What would you do if you had an hour to live?
Well, I think according to Pornhub, I don't know. If I wasn't married, I would probably do the same thing. But but I am married, so I'd probably,
Instead of going to the bunker, I'd bunker down on some.
That's right.
Now here's
So if you're saying you'd have sex with your wife, what would you do
absolutely.
for the other 58 minutes that you had?
that is true.
Yeah.
See, I'd sit over here and let's say, in a serious note, I would just want to spend. I'm hoping that I'm with my wife and I got the little furry animals around me, and
He's probably at work with us.
just kick up. And once you find out that it's definite, you turn the TV off so you don't have to hear it anymore, and then you just wait and hope that it's a direct shot and you don't have to suffer.
Right.
Yeah.
That's about the end of it. What would I do? I don't know. Wouldn't do anything. I'd probably tell my wife how much I cared about her, because that's the mush ball that I am. And
I'd
it's
probably drink my most expensive bottle of wine.
Ooh, the one you've been saving.
Yeah.
If it's a
Why not?
bomb like you're describing, then you would run for cover somewhere.
But that's
you'd
the
be
thing.
on a search.
You
for
wouldn't
something.
run for cover. Where would you?
It depends on what kind of bomb it is. If it's
There's a thermonuclear bomb coming and
Okay.
it's going to land on the stratosphere, which is going to wipe everything out for a 20-mile radius.
Whether you're in a bunker or not.
Yeah. Where do you go? I mean, you can't get out of town. There's no way. Everything's going to be
Everybody
so
to
blocked
Lake
up.
Mead.
Yeah. There's nothing
Into the
you can
Hoover
do.
Dam, into the fancy tunnels.
Yeah. I mean,
And then it
go
hits the
underwater.
Hoover Dam and you're...
that was like, and the funny thing is, you bring this up, and I've always lived with this.
Well, there's things in Japan that survived.
From the atomic bomb?
Yeah, from
The atomic bomb was
bombs,
1/100th of what a nuclear bomb would be today.
And I was there.
I guess, I mean,
I've been to Hiroshima.
For the actual bombing? of
Not
Hiroshima?
much.
I didn't
Not
even
much
know.
survived.
Like that one building did.
Yeah, the hospital.
Yeah, that one building where there's still
But
No,
prints
it's
and
it's
everything.
the
But the thing is, Fat Man and Little Boy were what 10 kiloton bombs or something like
something
that.
like that.
Yeah.
They're insignificant compared to a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, our weapons are measured in megatons, dude. There's nothing you could do. It's going to cook everything. I mean, just
Vaporize.
yeah, just have fun.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, you mentioned this, but it is something that I grew up with, because I grew up within. I think I was 8 miles from the Indian Point atomic nuclear power facility.
Okay.
And we had sirens, and there were escape plans, and they would go through all these alerts and stuff all the time to try to get. I'm in suburban New York.
Oh, you went through a nuclear fallout test?
Oh, yeah.
At school where you hid under the desk?
That ended right before me, because they quickly realized that there's nothing we could do.
Hey, let's all hide under the desk, kids.
That's going to
Because
help.
that'll help.
Yeah.
Duck and cover.
That'll help. So
and cover.
While you're hidden under the desk, the teacher finally gets it on with the principal right before we all go.
Principal Skinner.
But I grew up with that risk of, Indian Point could melt down at any second. You could always get out. There's evacuation routes, but with the amount of people here, there's no way you're going to be able to use them.
No.
For any sticklers out there, Little Boy was 15 kilotons and Fat Man was 21 kilotons.
I was close.
Okay, well, what about today's armaments?
Let's see. I know that the largest nuclear bomb ever set off was the Tsar Bomba.
Yes.
The Russian bomb that I think was 102 megatons.
I believe so. And that'd be a
difference
hydrogen
between
bomb.
megatons and kilotons is what?
So 1,000 kilotons is 1 megaton.
Yes.
There you go.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah, so basically Fat Man and Little Boy were 15 and 21 megatons.
A ton.
Oh, yeah. Was it 1,000?
I think so. A megaton is 1,000 kilotons, right?
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Same as a megabit.
It's like that.
Megabit.
Yeah, but that's like that meme that's going around the intertubes right now, which is quick while the government's shut down. Let's all switch to the metric system.
Yeah.
Then this will all make sense to me.
F the metric.
You know, there's only two countries.
The metric system.
You know, there's only two countries not on the metric system.
What, England and the United States?
No, England is metric now. It's us and some small country in Africa somewhere.
Good for them.
Here, you look up
Holding
that. I'm gonna
out.
look this up.
Holding out.
Good for them.
The king's measurements.
Strong.
Stick to the imperial system. Screw them.
Is it Wakanda?
Metric system sucks.
What kind are you talking about over there?
Let's make it easy. Everything divisible by 10. So stupid.
I'm sorry. 3 countries: Burma, Liberia, and the United States.
Burma, also known as Rangoon.
Yes.
Burma's a war zone.
We are.
You knew that how?
If you look at the map that they give here on this quick Google search, you'll see that we are the biggest red spot that is still non-metric. The other two are pretty small, hard to see. I'll have to link that. Somebody make sure they link that on the website. I do all the work. Somebody else.
Oh,
do
it's
it.
actually Myanmar, right? Burma is Myanmar.
Yeah.
Oh, did it change? That's right.
You might know it as you might know as Myanmar, but it'll always be Burma to me.
Over there by Thailand.
Not to be confused with Mjolnir.
Myanmar.
And then
is that a discount pharmacy?
While you're on changing things, I also heard that recently we have reestablished the standard for the kilogram. Correct?
Ooh.
Who did?
Whatever facility holds
the International Association of Weights and Measures?
Yes, that sounds about right to
It's
me.
the IAWM.
The hell are you talking about?
Wait.
Yes, those guys. How do you know that? Where did you come from? What happened to Matthew? Bring him back.
Nerd.
But yeah, apparently, because there is an object. I forget what it's made out of. I could be looking it up, but I'm too lazy. Yes, I'm talking with my hands. I'm from New York. What do you want from me?
Hey!
Hey. There's a fucking object, all right? And
There's an invisible bull in my hand.
and it is the official kilogram. However, this object has been losing electrons over the years, so it does not weigh exactly what it was supposed to weigh.
I think it's either aluminum or steel. I don't remember.
What the?
Yeah, they have
Go
this,
on.
that's what we're saying. It's a sphere that's like perfectly
Yeah.
weighted and round, and
And it is
well,
one.
that's what they base the kilogram or the gram off of.
Oh, and it's lost. It's
It's been losing electrons, so it doesn't
Granularness?
weigh as much as it.
Is it a
used
gram
to.
or a kilogram?
I think it's a gram,
that wasn't that tiny?
metric gram.
It is defined by a platinum alloy cylinder, the International Prototype Kilogram, informally Le Grand K or IPK.
Way to prove us all wrong, Kyle.
Manufactured in 1889 and carefully stored in St. Cloud, a suburb of Paris.
Oh, I thought
That was
After-
in Florida. I thought that was St. Paul. I think it was near Minnesota, right? St. Cloud.
Yes.
Cold there, eh?
It says here, after the 20th of May, it will be defined in terms of fundamental physical constants.
Don't you know?
It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
a
St.
metal
Cloud. I
ball.
thought you were going to say Florida.
It's just a metal cylinder. That's what it looks like.
It was just a
Really? I
fucking
thought it was a
lock
ball.
bar.
But what's the point?
Well,
So
It doesn't have a point. It's cylinder.
quite a while ago, when was this made again? 1889. There was no standard.
The Lochnar was
How
around
were you
then.
to determine, okay, what I say weighs a
So,
kilogram
in order to
weighs a
measure
kilogram.
something, they had to send it to Paris?
No. But your scales would all be
Based off of that.
Based off of that.
So they would take this and then make, say, 100 additional weights that were exactly the same as this.
Yes.
As close as they could get to exactly
So
1889.
so let's say that
With
you
cheaper
have
metals, like brass and bronze.
Yeah, let's
or
say that
whatever.
you have a Coca-Cola factory, right?
All right.
This is back in the late 1800s.
I'm imagining it.
And you need to carefully measure out exactly how much cocaine is going into your recipe.
I'm following.
Okay.
And it's so you're here in America manufacturing
They
this.
put a
with all
whole
this
gram in?
cocaine. Dude, that was good stuff. But now you don't know. Somebody sues you because they say that there wasn't a whole gram in my Coca-Cola. You haven't been putting a whole gram in there. You've been shorting me. Well, you could say this is what we use and compare it to this standard weight and legally say, I win.
Or you could say, how the hell would you know how much I'm putting in there? You can't keep track of it either. So I have the recipe and you don't. So
It just kept things from all being on their own.
You're tipping the
Finally
scale
found
on
this.
that one.
Oh, here you go.
largest hydrogen bomb ever. It was Tsar Bomba. It was 50 megatons.
Damn. Sorry.
Largest American nuclear bomb was the B-41. It was 25 megatons.
See, I don't.
There was also the TX-21 shrimp.
large enough you're saying
Castle Bravo.
large enough you're saying to blow a significant size hole in the
How
earth.
many
Yes.
kilotons in a megaton?
I better say 1,000. I'm gonna be pissed.
1 metric megaton is equivalent to 1,000 metric kilotons.
What the hell was wrong with her voice there?
Kilodons. Kilodons.
Is that a dinosaur? Kilodons?
You are our last hope.
Because I thought the Tsar Bomba was much, much bigger.
I thought so too.
That's what she said.
But you were
I have a feeling that might be one of those propaganda things.
Yeah, you were wrong.
Like,
I can't be wrong.
the Russians used to say 100 megatons, big bomb.
Big bum.
Because in Soviet Russia, megaton vaporized you. Oh, Yakov. Whatever happened to Yakov Smirnov?
I think he passed away.
Did he really?
No, I don't think he did.
I don't know. Let's look it up.
Oh my goodness, Kyle. We need to get you a computer.
Right?
He's fat fingering that phone.
you gotta,
Okay.
you call his fingers fat, hey?
Yeah.
Just because I'm out of breath from.
Do we all have iPhones in this room?
I think so.
Do you ever, yeah, you got an iPhone.
I'm sorry, I'm out of breath from texting.
Keep breathing.
His
keep
full
breathing.
name is Yakov Naumovich Pokis.
Focus.
What happened to Smirnoff?
He was he's better known as Yakov Smirnov. That's a
Stage name.
nickname that he took when he
Wait,
came
is
to
he
the United
dead?
States. No, he's still alive. Born
Ding, 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 ding.
24th of January 1951, so his birthday is coming up.
Happy
Hey, happy
birthday.
birthday, Yakov.
And
So
check
Yakov
this out.
Smirnov, happy birthday.
Check this out. We share the same birthday.
Ooh,
Get the
there you
hell
go.
out of here.
January 24th, hey?
But
Hey.
Oh, hey.
since you're American, though, Randy, you celebrate your birthday. But since he's Russian, the birthday celebrates
celebrates
him.
It's him. You're right.
Oh, wow.
Duh. You are correct in these things.
Unst. Oh, sorry.
Good Lord, he's got a big forehead.
What's he been doing since
you call that,
1985?
Would you
It's
call
a
that?
five head for sure.
He's been hanging out with.
Melon on that one.
He's been hanging out with Paulie Shore and Funny Howie Mandel.
Right.
Deweese,
At least Paulie had a job.
well, so does Howie Mandel.
No, that's what I meant.
No, Funny
Sorry, it's
Howie
the
Mandel.
Howie had a job.
Oh, he's not even Russian. He's Ukrainian.
Well, it is now. It's now
Soviet,
Russian again.
Soviet, but
Yes. At one time, it was all one.
Svetlana's Ukrainian.
oh, there you go.
Who's Svetlana?
So it's Ivana.
Paulina.
Ivana Humpalot.
Svetlana
My son's
Paulina.
girlfriend.
Hi, Paulina. We're sorry we call you Svetlana.
It's Ryan's fault.
Well, you know what? I think this has been a fun, exciting episode of the Talkaround Show.
I enjoyed it.
I would spin the wheel and end it, but we already know that it's going to say that. So let's play the wheel spin sound effect one more time, just for the hell of it.
Go ahead, spin it.
Okay.
Oh. Well, it says end the show.
Man, I'm guessing the timing.
What
right?
are the odds?
Yeah, it landed on end the show.
End the show.
And donate to our religion.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Donate to the
Offering.
Someone
Talkaround.
pass the offering
Offerings.
baskets
We're going
around.
to pass the plate around one more again.
Never give up. Never surrender. Hey, listen, everybody, thank you for tuning into the Talk Around show and listening to us. And if you made it this far, God bless you.
Yeah, you're a superhero.
We record the show at this point in time.
Bless
at
your
least,
subcockles.
bless your subcockles. We do the show at least once every 2 weeks to try to pump out 2 episodes a month. If you guys all subscribe, like, follow, and download, we may increase our frequency. If you don't, you're just going to get stuck with us anyway. Because we're not giving up.
You mean audio frequency, or you mean like?
Yeah, but Talk Around Show is proud to be sponsored by Talk Around Show brand cereal.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
yeah. Where can we find any information about said Talk Around Show, Steve?
Be sure to visit us online at thetalkaroundshow.com. That's right, it's www.thetalkaroundshow.com. Actually, our URL doesn't
We're sponsored by
the W's.
That's
Nobody
okay.
does
Just
anymore.
put it in there anyway.
nuclear bombs.
Nuclear.
Nuclear bombs.
Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning?
Oh God, I miss him so much. He was so much fun.
I'll take
Right?
I'll take it
I
back.
take him right now.
Just somebody's idiot uncle just running
Just-
the country,
I love him to death.
Remember to check us
pretending to
out
run
on
the country.
Remember to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and all of the socials. We keep adding as I find them. I got to make a MySpace profile yet, and I'm sure I can still hack into Google
yeah.
Plus.
I don't
And
know, they're shutting that down pretty soon, but good luck.
I know that's why I can still get into it. And Ello, you ever hear about Ello?
No.
Hello.
Yeah, it's this new social media platform. It was supposed to be for artists. Fail. So
And the tweets. Don't forget the tweets.
don't forget the tweets. And definitely, please subscribe. And once we get some good merchandise on there, be sure to buy some stuff.
And look for some writings on the talkaroundshow.com by both of us. Some off-com.
Some off-com conversations. Some stuff from Steve's world. And coming soon.
That was a good try. That was a good try.
Coming soon, you'll get input from Billy, Randy, and of course, Kyle.
Yeah.
We're going to put pictures and links and all the other crap in relation to this in our show notes because we're going to start doing that as well, so you can follow along. And that's about all I have to say.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds great.
All right. Hail Talkaroundians,
All
everybody.
right. Bye, everybody.
Peace out. Let's get out of the bunker. Is that the sun? It's so bright.